This is the third lesson of a set of lessons that are dedicated to dependent drop-down lists. And if you haven't seen the other lessons, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can check them out. And I will also put a link in the description so you can download this workbook with all the examples. What do I mean by dependent drop-down list? Basically, here I have three lists of items and I have a menu. In the menu, I can select one of those lists, for example, list 2, and in another dependent drop-down menu, I'm going to have all the items that are related to this list 2, and I can select one of them. So the way those lessons are structured is that in the first three, including this one, you will learn a quick and easy way that is not dynamic. So for example, if you add a data point here, you might have to fix your formula in order to reflect it. But in the latter three lessons, I'm going to teach you how to make this dynamic. So let's start. First of all, I'm going to just delete what we have here. So I'm going to select the first one, press Ctrl, keep Ctrl pressed, then select the second one. I will click under data on this data validation icon. I'm going to say OK, any value, and I'm going to say OK. Then I press on delete, so I delete both the values. And we're going to use the index methodology to be able to achieve our goal. First, I need to populate this dropdown. So we click on it, then we go to data validation. We're going to select list. Source will be my headers. Then I'm going to say OK, and I get my three lists. The other thing I want to do is populate this dependent drop-down menu. To do this, I will write the formula here first, troubleshoot it, and then we can copy paste it here. Why am I doing this? Because if I have a problem with the formula, if I paste it here directly, I won't know what is the issue. Whereas here, I can check it out. So what we're gonna do is equal index, then we need to select an array. So I'm gonna select all my data, comma, then row number. In row number, I don't need to put anything. Why? Because I already selected the rows that I want. So I'm just going to put 0 here, then comma, and then I have my column number. For column number, list 1 is column 1, list 2 is column 2, and list 3 is column 3. So now I'm just going to hard code this and put 2 because I want the second list, and then I'm going to close the parenthesis. And as you can see, we can get all the cars. If you cannot see this, it means your Excel version is older than mine. So what you could do is select your formula from the formula bar here, and then you press F9 so you can see all the cars that you get. Now, after doing this and checking that it's okay, I can press escape to go back to my formula. What I need to do is make this 2 dynamic. So I can use the match formula. Let me show you first the match formula. Equal match, we open parentheses. My lookup value is list 2. My lookup array is this. And then my match type, I want an exact match. So I'm just gonna double click on this and get 0 and close the parenthesis. As you see, I can get 2. If I change my list, for example, to list 3, I get 3. So let's just copy paste this formula here. We'll go to the formula bar, we'll select it, Ctrl C, then you press escape to get out of this formula, and you go to your formula and you will replace this 2 with your match formula. And you get the same result. The only difference is that now it's dynamic. You will get the result based on the list that you select. So let's copy paste this formula. We're going to take all of it now, Ctrl C, escape. We will go to this drop down menu, click on data validation, list, and then we will paste this formula and say OK. And now you can see that I have my cars. And if I change it, for example, to the names, I can go and check the names and select one of them. If you like this video, please don't forget to leave a thumb up and continue watching the next ones where I'm going to teach you how to make this dynamic.